Just spoke to a guy on this ferry, they're not scared. They're going out, no problem. This is the B&B that I'm staying at, the Seawater View. Very nice people. In RedCastle on the side of Lough Foyle. This morning I'm hoping to dodge the showers and not put my weather gear on for a while. I'm going to head up over the hills to Malin Head. Malin Head, if it sounds familiar, it might do if you're of a certain age. Used to be mentioned on the shipping forecast. Anyway, there's another ferry today. Let's hope it's working. And let's see what happens. It's time to leave. Let's go. My goodness, it's wild up here. Blowing a gale, my hands are freezing. And for one doggone minute, I thought the route was going to take me straight on, but luckily, just coming into the village of Malin. Now approaching Malin Head, the northernmost point on the Irish mainland. All right?
Yeah. You touring on that?
Yep.
Good on you.
I've just seen there's a woman on another motorbike down there.
Is it on the little bullet?
It's a classic.
What?
Actually, I've got something.
Is it a green one?
Yeah.
Yes, a remake. See?
Yeah, I've got So I'm on the northernmost point of Ireland in a howling gale. This is Malin Head. And here I am with my steed. Just met some people from Bristol and Bath, and also just met a lady who was afraid to ride her Royal Enfield Classic up the last bit of the hill, which is a bit of a shame. What makes us men of a certain age do these ridiculous things? Well, I think I was a little bit late for the male menopause, so just trying to prove to our ladies that we're still virile at a certain age. Wishful thinking. Well, this is the wild countryside you can expect in Donegal. Don't quite know where I am at the moment, but I'm on my way to, I think it's Barcana or something like that, to get a ferry across the loch. Very windy in places, although right here it's not. Well, I'm certainly getting messed around here because this is the second day running, and another ferry is off because it's too windy. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to go and sit in somewhere and find out where I'm gonna go next. Just having a spot of lunch, or is it breakfast? Because of this latest ferry cancellation because of the storm, it's put me onto a main road, which is the last thing I wanted really. The only thing is, most of the road has got this shoulder for cyclists and slow vehicles, so that does help a little bit, but not very pleasant. It's sad. I'm just in here sheltering.
Oh yes, that's it. And one man is part of the shelter that day.
Yeah.
Shares are coming really fast there, you know.
It's awful, isn't it?
In the month of June.
Yeah.
Should be a good summer.
That's right. I was on the Antrim coast yesterday.
Oh boys, what's the weather like there?
Oh, awful.
Ah.
Yeah, blowing a gale.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Could be a poor enough summer, so.
Yeah.
Aye, good day.
So I'm in here sheltering from the rain, which is lashing down with 40-mile-an-hour gusts, forcing me down into third gear even on the flat. So anyway, I'll get where I'm going eventually, won't I? Just coming into Donegal, and I've decided I'm checking into my hotel early. The weather has been absolutely dire. It's just got worse and worse each day. Anyway, I'm going to check in here and sort myself out, and I may go up to Burton Court a little bit later to see where my grandmother was born. A little bit early for beer, I think, but that will come later. Still blowing a gale here, just coming into Burton Court, and I can see where the Coast Guard cottages are. So these are the old Coast Guard cottages where my grandmother was born 122 years ago. One of my greatest fans would like me to go in and pinch a bit of it, but I don't know that I can do that. There's barbed wire and everything all up. I'll maybe able to do it from the get into it from the other side. I'll see in a minute. But if I'm not mistaken, these are the cottages. She would have lived here. I'm not sure whether she was actually born here, but she lived here for a number of years. Another shot, but I don't really think I'm going to get through all this undergrowth, do you? But it would be nice to be able to get in there, I must say. Well, there's a better view. They were quite grand. There must have been 4 or 6 cottages here though, 2 stories. But I can't get in there. There's a wall there. Obviously it's protected in some way. But this is a better shot of it than I've ever had before. I'm pretty sure my grandmother would have gone to school here. She would have been, when her mother died, she would have been about 4 or 5, and I believe my great-grandfather stayed on here for several years afterwards. Ferry. Port is known as the port by the locals here. Here is the Arran ferry, which appears to be operating. They're not scared. Oh dear, they're kicking up a fuss. Just spoke to a guy on this ferry, they're not scared. They're going out, no problem. It's an interesting system. Well, the bow doors are still open. Well, it's nice to be back here. My mother and my grandmother would have been delighted that I'd come, especially on the little bike. Just following the route taken by the adventure bike pilot, I think he calls himself on YouTube. I think I'm on the right route, maybe I'm not. I think I am. Except I'm not on the 1250 GS. I'm on a little Yamaha 100. All right, mate. Well, this is neat. He was absolutely right. Well, actually, there is no sign showing you that this is part of the Wild Atlantic Way. I'm staying in Donegal, and I'm pretty sure that's where my great-grandmother's funeral was. I've got a few photos of that.
Oh